relationship and have recently found out that your partner has been cheating on you, this is the #1 requested topic for people who have been sending me DMs, who have been messaging me and emailing me to actually cover, because it impacts people in such a negative way. Keep watching my video. I have got 3 steps that you can take once you've discovered that your partner has been unfaithful. Welcome back to my channel. And for the newbies here, my name is Tish. I'm a certified life coach, an entrepreneur, a mom, an enthusiast of life. I love helping people to transform on their journey so that they can get to the other side and win all the way. Keep watching my videos, keep watching my channel, support it, share it with others, because it helps me to get it to a greater community out there for those people who really need it and who can definitely benefit from it. Let's get straight into it. Finding out that somebody has actually betrayed your trust is not easy. People go through different roller coasters. They make haphazard decisions. They tell everyone. Everybody handles it quite differently. But I want you to watch this video and really take in these steps, because they are here to help you to process in terms of your thinking, your actions, and they'll actually solve for afterwards. What happens after you actually have made your decision? The first tip is so important to actually understand, to take in, and to digest. And it is that your partner's decision to step out of your relationship and have another intimate or sexual relationship with somebody has got absolutely nothing to do with you. I have to repeat this. Your partner's actions to actually step out of the relationship and have a physical relation with somebody else has got absolutely nothing to do with you. This is so important for me to actually reiterate to you twice before, and the reason for that is that it actually shapes and is a benchmark of how you're going to react in the current moment and make your future decisions afterwards. I know what you may be thinking at this point, to say, but I'm in a relationship with this person. Things have not been going well in our relationship. Maybe that's why they stepped out, and that's where the speculation starts coming in. If you think about it, when somebody actually makes a decision, it is not because of you, it is in spite of you. At that particular point in time, when they're actually engaging with somebody else in a sexual, physical nature, it is because they are presented with options in front of them, and their decision-making process is one that actually serves them. They are not thinking top of mind that they're in a relationship with you. They are reacting instinctively based on what they want. When you start to actually understand that you are not the reason or the cause or responsible for somebody else's behavior, this is when you can actually start to think clearly about the situation at hand and be able to handle it quite logically going forward. The sooner you come to terms with the fact that your partner's actions have got nothing to do with you, the better for you. Because you know what it does? It stops you from going down a rabbit's hole where you start overthinking and punishing yourself for somebody else's behavior. You don't want to get to a point whereby you are overthinking around what could you have done differently? Could you have been more sexier, made more time for intimacy in your relationship? You could have looked differently. You should have done this and that. And what it just does is that it breaks away at your confidence instead of resolving the issue at hand. And should you decide to leave the current relationship, those types of insecurities will start plaguing your new relationship, and that's not worth it. Come to terms with the fact that their actions are about them. They've got nothing to do with you, so don't internalize it. The second tip, after you found out that your partner has cheated on you, is to create the right environment for you to have a fair assessment. What do I mean by this? I mean that you have to be in the driving seat. Take charge of your life. Eliminate all of the noise that can actually cause the confusion. Because what does human nature look like? We want to tell this person and that person. We want to make sure that your partner is actually seen as the wrongdoer and you are the victim in that particular point in time. But how is that actually going to serve you in the future? You've got to get all the noise out, because at the end of the day, you are the only person who has to actually make the decision and live with it afterwards. So why do you have to consult everybody in your circle? You don't. Leave out those people that you know are not going to give you good, sound advice. It's one thing to actually share and confide in somebody around what has actually happened versus telling everybody in your circle so that you can demonize your partner. give yourself that opportunity to make a fair decision for yourself, so that you're not always wondering whether the final decision that you made is actually right or you're actually regretting it at the end of the day. You already know from the get-go whether your partner's behavior is something that has been a deal breaker for you, that you cannot tolerate and live with, or maybe it's something that you can work towards to repair and build something even stronger. Trust me, create that space for yourself. It will give you peace of mind in the future. This includes making sure that your partner, if they're feeling remorseful and feeling sorry and they want to work things out with you, to also create those healthy boundaries so that the ultimate decision that you make is for you and not influenced by anybody else. The third and final tip when you find out that your partner is cheating on you is to make a decision and act on it. I know decision making is one of the most difficult things to do, even when somebody's actually cheated on you, because it's so much easier to stay in the relationship and now start to assess whether they're really remorseful for what they've done, assess whether there's going to be changes in the future, or maybe stay in the relationship just to punish them for what they did to you. But this is not going to help you in any shape or form, because what you're doing is you're putting yourself in limbo and you're letting stuff happen to you instead of being in the driving seat and taking control of your life. By making a decision and actively seeing it through, you are choosing you. You are choosing what you want. You are setting boundaries for yourself. Or maybe you are building and you're bringing a new and better version into the relationship. Either way, you can't be sitting in the back seat and letting other people decide for you. Remember, just like your partner's decisions has got nothing to do with you, you have to decide for yourself and make your decisions based on what you want that are going to serve you in the long run. So make the right decisions for you. You already understand that your partner cheating on you has got nothing to do with you. You are not responsible for their actions. So you can't go onto a guilt trip and try and blame yourself for it. Create that conducive environment so that you can make a fair assessment for yourself. And the decision that you make afterwards will really be the right one for you, and you'll have absolutely no regrets, because you would have given yourself the time, the opportunity to process correctly and come up to the right answer that is going to serve you. If this video has actually helped you, or you know somebody who's in a similar boat whereby their partner has cheated on them and they're basically spiraling out of control, not knowing what steps to take, send them this video, because it can definitely change their life and construct their thinking in a manner that is more positive and successful to their outcome. Thank you so much for your support. I look forward to making the next video that is going to uplift and elevate you to the next level. Until next time, have a fabulous day ahead.